Hey everyone, happy Friday and welcome to another edition of Friday Reads. And this week I read Crossing Hearts by Kimberly Kincaid, which features Chris on the cover. I'm going to read the back of the book and then jump in and say what I thought about it. Slow southern second chances never burn so hot. Nothing wrecks Hunter Cross's composure, not working with his family's farm from sunup to sundown, not busting up his shoulder on the job, not even coming face to face with a high school sweetheart who abandoned their small town and him 12 years ago. Despite the fact that she's as gorgeous and guarded as ever, he'll let Emerson patch him up, good as new, so he can get back to business nice and easy. Emerson Montgomery has secrets. No way is she going to tell anyone why she left her job as a hotshot physical therapist for a pro football team to come back to Millhaven 12 years later. Especially not sexy, steady, still pissed Hunter. Except that she spends time with him, starts to trust him, definitely remembers why she fell for him, but will her recent diagnosis of MS keep her world upside down, or will she discover that second chances really are sweeter? I've worked with Kim on numerous projects over the years, and they have all been in the romantic suspense genre. So this is the first that I've read that's more of a sweet romance, a happily ever after story with no suspense. And I really enjoyed the story, and look at my little notes that I took because I want to make sure I covered these points. What's interesting is they have such a past, and when Emerson comes back to Millhaven, it's kind of like town gossip, like, oh, she's back. Why is she here? Because she was living in Vegas and had a semi-famous boyfriend. So what happened there? Why is she back? Her parents have high expectations for her and her career, and upholding appearances and how that affects their stature. While on his perspective, it's very different in that he's always had the support of his brothers and father, and they work on a farm together. It's a very different pace of life and living than what her parents are used to. And she keeps it quite to herself why she is back for a good portion of the book, and she doesn't want to reveal too many things, not to him, not to her parents. She feels like she'll be treated differently if they know why she came back. I also asked Kim a few questions about the book that I'm going to read her answers. Heads up, eyes forward. This mantra was infused throughout the book, and I found it very important. Was that intentional? And Kim says, it was. I felt like Emerson was on such a huge journey, that she needed a bit of a mantra to get her through it. But then heads up, eyes forward ended up applying to so many parts of the story that it worked in a lot of places as a theme. I had it written on a post-it because my monitor the whole time I write too. I loved that mantra throughout the whole story. I just thought it was very fitting, and it's really how I take things one day at a time, especially now. So reading that throughout the book I thought was very fitting. Without giving too much away, did you have a favorite scene to write and why? I have a few, but honestly, I think my favorite scenes are the one with Hunter, Eli, and Owen together. Family is such a huge part of this series, and having the three brothers interact with was both fun and emotional at times. And I have to admit that I did write the steamiest scene in the book while I was in the middle of a busy airport on a layover. The server at the wine bar where I had camped out for the outlet, and the Sauvignon, I can't even pronounce this kind of wine. I don't drink wine. let's just bypass that. Got an eye full a time or two. I offered to send her a copy once it was done. My favorite scene. Possibly when they go to the festival together and they go on their own walk. But I do like the banter between the brothers. There's a hand massage scene at the festival where Emerson is doing physical therapy on people that come to her friend's booth, and the banter between the brothers is quite funny. What can readers expect from Crossing the Line, Book 2 in the Cross Creek series? Oh, Eli's book. He was actually one of my fun heroes to write, even though there's a lot more to him than meets the eye. His story is an opposite attracts romance, and boy did he meet his match in photographer Scarlett. Their banter and his pet cow had me laughing a lot as I wrote. So, having said that, have you read Crossing Hearts by Kimberly Kincaid, and what do you think about it? Make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for upcoming Friday reads. Have a great weekend, everyone.